Hi guys, it's Erin Ebanks from happyprofessor.com, and I want to share with you 3 ways to make the classroom, the college classroom, a more positive place. This will lead to better student engagement and more success for your students, as well as more success for you as the instructor. One of the very first things you need to remember, and there are 3 here, the very first thing is to choose your mood. If you go into the class in a positive mood, your students will be in a good mood. And when students are in a good mood, they are actually motivated and engaged more to do good work. There are tons of books on this topic. So by you just deciding to come into class and stay in a good mood, it helps your students stay in a good mood and also be more productive students. The second thing is to connect. Be sure that you are connecting with not only your students, but other faculty members. It helps to make the school campus a happier, positive place for you. When you meet those colleagues, they can turn you on to other job opportunities or faculty development classes you might be interested in. And it's also a confidant to kind of discuss the struggles of teaching with. Connecting with your students is a great way to be excited to get into the classroom. And it just creates a really good vibe for the entire class when you are connected to a variety of your students, and it also makes you more approachable so they don't feel uncomfortable or stupid asking questions when you have established that connection with them. Be sure that you know their names. That is key number 1 in establishing that connection. Number 3, don't overwork yourself. As an adjunct instructor, it is very easy to become burned out, so don't overwork yourself. Work smart, not hard. It is okay to borrow worksheets from other professors, to check slideshare.com or other websites online to borrow handouts from. It's also okay to use the learning management system that school prefers to import your quizzes so that when students take the quizzes, you don't have to do any of the grading. Cuts out a lot of the legwork for you. Also, look into online teaching. That'll cut out your commute, so you won't have to worry about traffic. Something else you can do is ask the students which activities benefited them the most. That way, for the next semester, you know which activities to spend more of your time on. Another tip, and I've heard other instructors tell me horror stories about doing this, they spend 2 hours working on an activity that only takes the students 1 minute to complete, and the students don't get anything out of it. That's a huge waste of time. So try to avoid doing things like this, or possibly ask other colleagues what activities have paid off the most for them, so that the time you put in equals the satisfaction that you and your students get from that activity. Something else, this is a big one, is incorporate group work into your classroom. This makes it easy because you get to chunk the students up. I usually do 5 different groups that they work with the entire semester. They tend to get very comfortable with these groups so that they ask each other questions while they are working on classwork before they come to me with the questions. So a lot of teachers try to incorporate the 3 before me rule. This is a great way for them to automatically ask 3 people or go to 3 different sources for the answer before they come to you. So it makes things much more efficient for you. It makes the classroom a lot more supportive of an environment, and it just helps you out in the long run. Cuts down on a lot of your work in a very legitimate and effective way. So I highly recommend using those 3 things to make your classroom a more positive and enjoyable place. Again, number 1 is choose your mood. Number 2 is be sure to connect with students and faculty members. And number 3 is do not overwork yourself. It only leads to frustration, and you really want to be happy and you want to enjoy your job. So those are my 3 tips for you. I hope they work out. I hope you enjoy them. Bye.